You think that looks rightish, do you?
It does.
Welcome back, Quarantinos, to a video! And now 10 seconds of silence.
Ten seconds of silence.
Yeah,
Yep.
10 seconds of silence. Very important at the beginning of the video for
Naturally.
reasons. There are reasons.
Are there reasons?
There are reasons.
Oh, is it political reasons?
No, the reason's Audacity.
Audacity.
Audacity!
Indeed.
It's a software, and I can run the 10 seconds of silence through the machine,
yeah.
and then I can chop out the shit and make our audio better. High five? There we go.
I dig it.
See, they heard that. Did you hear a high five just then? That's because of Audacity.
Ah, sweet.
Or something, I don't freaking know. Right, anyway, welcome back. There's a friggin' motorbike immediately. As soon as
You called it, Casey.
I told you, the friggin' motorbikes. Hey everybody!
Hi.
We're on a roof!
A roof of a building, but you can't see it. It looks blue in the background.
We do have a nice blue background, but you have to believe me, like every July 4th when I video and say I'm on a roof, most
You're
of the
on a roof.
time you have to believe me. You just have to believe me, Pablo.
I mean, you could just easily film the roof.
Pablo,
have a panorama.
Pablo,
No?
I'm telling you that I'm on a roof. Do you believe me, Pablo?
Well, that's a philosophical question.
Do you believe me, Pablo?
What is belief, Casey?
Do you believe in life after? Oh my God, my collar broke.
It broke.
Really? Just now?
And well, at least you got it
Can
on
you
film.
see it? Can you fix it? Is it a fixable break? What the hell happened? Oh my God, Pablo!
It looks like it should be like a little pin or a rivet or.
Is it missing?
Yeah, it's missing.
Oh
It's not
my
there.
God!
Oh, yeah, there is. Like, see right there. There's a pin, little rivet thing.
I'm gonna have to take it off and look at that. This completely derailed the start of the video.
Well, you got it on camera.
Yeah, I get the camera part. You're
a
right.
dramatic scene.
There's a thing missing. And we're on a friggin' roof, so that's no help. Why the hell did we come to a roof?
Well,
This is not even the first roof that I've brought you to today.
Really? Yeah.
We were at the other roof at the other mall.
There was a roof.
Yeah,
There was
a roof.
another. There was another layer on top of that. No?
There's more like
Roofs have layers like onions.
It's like,
And
you know,
track.
and floors, because technically this roof that we're on is also the floor underneath us.
No, but technically that would be the roofier roof.
That's
If-
a roof
there-
above
there's
us.
There's another roof, so technically there's like layers of roof.
Look.
We're only in like the primary roof layer.
Let's all just be grateful that the letters Casey hasn't slid, snaked off the end and fell into the abyss. I'm gonna need to stash this in, I don't know, my cup holder or something.
Indeed.
Where's my bottle of water? Why is that not in my cup holder? Where's your water? Why is it not in your cup holder?
It doesn't fit in the cup holder.
Does yours not fit? Oh, yours is huge.
Mine is
Okay.
huge. I see. It's
So I gave you $5 cash to go buy us each a water.
That one was substantially more expensive.
Oh, because it was cold. I wanted cold.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a fairy princess and I like my water cold.
I prefer quantity over quality with water. In regards to water, it's because it's water.
Warm water's undrinkable.
But-
Don't be. You're right. Pablo's afraid of birds, and there's a crow. But that crow's my friend. I've given that crow KFC.
You see, in Perth, they're notorious for attacking, well, magpies, which are different, but they're notorious for attacking and, like,
Pablo,
hurting people with their birdness.
Pablo, I took that particular crow and I made a video, Pablo, and that crow
You
was.
filmed the video.
Yes, I filmed the
But
crow.
that's a different crow.
No, it's not. This is exactly that crow. This
It
is.
teleported from there to there.
Oh, you're talking about that crow.
That crow, that specific crow.
That crow's scaring you now.
I'm not scared of crows, Casey. I am aware of their existence, and I am passively defensive against them.
Okay. But I took the crow and I gave it some KFC, and
Perfect.
then the crow ate the KFC, and I added some audio from an old KFC ad from like the 80s. Finger licking good.
All right.
And there you go, KFC crow. It was its own video. We've
KF
done it.
crow.
We've moved on.
KF crow.
No, it's the KFC crow.
But it would be better.
No, it's not eating Kentucky Fried Crow. It's eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, but it's a crow that's eating it. It's layers.
But
There's layers.
What, can't you abbreviate it to KF crow?
No, because it's not. That makes it sound like you're eating Kentucky Fried Crow.
It does.
That's the issue, right? So moving along.
All right.
There's no worries with the crows. The crows are my friends.
Yeah.
I've bribed them with chicken enough times that they're my friends. We're
Okay.
good. We're good.
I'm not scared of them. Thank you. You've assuaged my fears.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. Are you ready? Are
What?
you ready for the thing?
What's the thing?
So last time I got you on camera, we asked an assortment of questions.
Yes.
To
Very
see,
eclectic.
yeah, important things out there, like what's your favorite color and what is race. We're just rattled off a couple of things.
Yeah.
Well, since then, I had a conversation with somebody. And they called me a racist.
Oh, is that so?
I'll give some context in a moment, but first, just opening question. Pablo, am I a racist?
No.
Oh, well, that's good then. And here's why, right? So, conversation came up about, I was saying, opening statement, because we're going to get all derailed. Opening statement, things are not good in America right now.
Yes.
Yes, okay, you agree with the opening premise.
But
so then I went
Casey,
on,
when has it ever been good in America?
maybe right at the beginning, briefly, when, they were all starting up honeymoon phase.
Casey, you do know that right in the beginning,
There were slaves and mass slaughters and what?
No, that's
Genocide.
We take those for granted, but there are things you don't know, right? Like when they finished the War of Independence, right? The American generals and the higher ups, the politicians, they did not want to pay their veterans. They actually did not want to pay the people who won them their independence. They were like withholding their payment.
After the beginning, they were already there for a while first. They were the Brits at first. That's the part when they were good.
Yeah, good point. They were actually better when they were British than they were Americans.
No. They were really good that one specific day when they came up with Freedom Day. Happy Freedom Day, everyone!
Oh yes, happy 4th of July.
Yes, it is the 4th of July, which to me personally, I believe is Freedom Day, okay?
No, it's Independence Day.
No, it's not about being independent, it's about being free. See, you can be independent and not be free, and you can be free and not be independent. They're not mutually exclusive. They're different concepts.
It's most people know it as Independence Day.
Most people know it as America Day. I don't know what
Really?
you're on about.
Is it called America Day?
Well, my Canadian friend called it America Day.
No, that's cheesy. I prefer Independence Day.
Okay, well, Independence Day is a movie as well, so we're moving.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, Freedom Day was a Futurama episode,
Okay.
okay? And if we want to, in 1,000 years' time, have Freedom Day, then we got to get started on this shit now.
Sure,
Okay,
right.
so we've already got the premise. The premise is if you're a free person anywhere on the planet, you have the right to, you get to blow something up or get drunk or whatever you want. It's freedom. You do what you're free to do.
Okay.
July 4th, Freedom Day. So anyway, happy Freedom Day. Now we're circling back because we got derailed. So
Yes.
the opening premise was things are not good in America right now.
Yes.
Then I went on to say that, New Zealand multicultural, we've had the bullshit about that.
We had the conversation.
We've had that bullshit.
It was off screen. It was amazing.
It was.
It would have been spectacular, but you don't get to see it.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm circling is because the next step was I was saying that in comparison to Australia, in comparison to America, Canada and New Zealand were both really high up in terms of like human rights and like general satisfaction of the people. And
New Zealand is Australia's Canada, isn't it?
yeah, I guess New Zealand is Australia's Canada, or the other way around. I don't know what you're talking about because most of the good shit was in New Zealand first.
Yeah, the good shit does come from New
The
Zealand.
good shit was in New Zealand first, and then the Australians kind of took some of it and kind of ruined some of it. Like
most of
chocolate.
it, yeah.
In New Zealand, we make chocolate, and you can eat the chocolate, it's fine, it's great. In Australia, they make a similar chocolate, except they need to add a couple of ingredients
Anti-melting.
to prevent it from melting in the Australian heat. Guess what those ingredients do to the chocolate?
Make it lame?
Make it lame! Lame chocolate. It was
Lame chocolate.
so bad. So anyway, so we've established New Zealand, Canada is doing
Better things,
right? Then the person I was discussing this with, it came up about Australia, and I said that Australia is it's closer to America in terms of that. Where
Yes,
like the jump from Australia to New Zealand is such a big one in comparison to the multicultural thing. And the person said to me, well, Australia's multicultural too. And I went,
It is.
yeah, I mean, there is multiple cultures here, but the culture here is heavily white because the large percentage of the population is white. At what point the person turned around and said to me, oh, that's racist. You're a racist. And I went, no, but I'm just talking about like statistically. Like I hang out at the old people's mall. My parents have that holiday building, and like I'm just telling you, in general, the majority of people, like there's the beach just outside my house. There are people walking up and down the beach all day long, and I'm telling you, the majority of them is the white people. And the person tried to say to me that I was racist because I'm excluding all of the other races that are here. And I'm saying, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just acknowledging that there's a lot of white people here. And my friend Kitty Wright, she came over from New Zealand with me over to here to Australia. Got the video where we went on, we did the 2017 AUS tour. And yeah, both of us, we were like, man, there's so many white people in comparison.
Right.
So now you, Pablo, as a whatever you are, you can tell me, am I a racist? And is Gold Coast heavily white in comparison to all other races?
I pardon you from your racist titles. How about that?
You absolve me.
I absolve you
I'm
of your
absolved
racism.
of-
Yes.
See, that's the thing. I pulled out the 2016 census, and guess what it said? It was 51% of fucking European, and then there was another 27% that was Australian or some shit, which is it's just another word for European again.
Sort of. I mean, like, would you consider like someone who's Polish the same and interchangeable as someone who is, from Wales?
I mean, again, I'm going. Now this part is racist. I'm just going on white people. So whether it's a Kiwi or an American or a Brit, if they're over here and they're in the crowd, they're adding another white person to that crowd.
But wouldn't you then say like that someone from Japan is interchangeable as someone from China?
Adding another Asian to the crowd. But that's the thing. Back in New Zealand, because there was such a mix of everybody, there is multiple types of Indian as well. You put the Fijian Indians in with the regular Indians. I mean, it's... Again, on a crowd perspective, yes, this is going to be racist, but yeah, visually, there's sort of skin tones and types.
Yes,
and so if it's offensive to say that the Asians all match one and the white peoples all match one,
No, that's not racism. That's just
that's accurate.
That's accurate.
It's a kid with a colouring book. You're not being racist. You're attempting to catch
different colours of yellow to paint the Asians.
No, there is.
No, I mean, like, of course.
I mean, there's different shades of white for the white people, and there's different shades of brown for the Indians. But again, saying that there's a giant leap from, white person A to white person B is the same as there's a giant leap from...
Culturally, sort of, but aesthetically, I get where you're coming from, yeah. If you're going through just, like, colours... Yeah,
but I'm just saying, in New Zealand, if I just pick 5 people out of a mall and grab them, I'm almost telling you that none of them are going to be the same. They're almost, if it's just 5 randoms, it's true random, because assumably if you just grab the 5 nearest people, it's going to be a family, so they're all going to match whatever that one is.
Yeah.
But if you just grab 5 randoms out of the crowd,
like a sample, yeah.
Yeah, a sample audience out of a New Zealand mall, I'm telling you, all 5 of them are going to be different people. But you go here, 4 out of the 5 are going to be the white.
Of course.
So you acknowledge that.
That's not racism.
That's not racism,
No.
right. So anyway, we're moving on from there. Pablo, we went out for drinks the other week. You, me, my father in his Mustang, and your mother, remember?
Yes, I do remember.
You seemed awfully interested in my father's Mustang. You're asking questions about the cylinders and stuff.
Well, can you see? I'm doing small talk, and I do have like a passive interest in technology, of all technology, not just cars, but I do like cars.
But
as
you
a
like...
subsection of technology.
I mean, it's an expensive Mustang.
It's a pretty car.
It's a nice
car.
Mustang. So Pablo, my father's Mustang got keyed that night.
Oh, really? Oh, that really sucks.
We parked at that liquor store, remember when we went off for the burgers?
Yeah?
And he got keyed up both sides of his car.
Oh, brutal. Is that covered by insurance?
Nope, I don't believe so.
Oh, that is painful.
By the way, why are you wearing your glasses? We're doing a video.
It's right.
Oh, then put your glasses back on, jeez.
I can get my other glasses, but then you'd have to pause the... Alright.
No, I don't have to pause nothing. I can ramble. I can ramble at the people. Just don't knock the camera, because otherwise we're screwed.
No, it's unknockable.
It's not unknockable. Don't you jinx it.
No, alright, fine.
I'm gonna break up the bloody camera. Alright, so you wanted to ask about the busted finger. I got busted thumb.
Busted, very
I
busted.
busted it
Most
up.
busted.
It's got a band-aid on it, so
It's
you
very
can't,
busted.
can't see how
It's
busted
the
it is.
stereotypical, like, cliche busted
Got
aesthetic.
Got your phone?
I do.
Sent you some messages to explain what happened. You still got those messages?
Yes,
I turned on the text to the voice to text in my phone because with my thumb bunged, it was hard to do on the phone.
All right.
So I turned on the voice so I could read it to Pablo and tell him what happened. So you asked what happened. What did I tell you?
All right.
Give a dramatic reading, if you will, of what I said to you, and then I'll give you what it really was.
Right. Which message you want to?
Whatever you want.
No,
pick your favorite.
Okay. I confess.
Pick your favorite. It could be okay. I confess.
All right. Okay. Well, listen. This is a text-to-speech message. Therefore, you can imagine. I accidentally disliked that message.
Oh, you disliked my message, Pablo?
I've undisliked it. Okay. All right. Okay. I confess. I admit so because it's a job.
Gotta yell it to the camera.
All right.
Doing dramatic voice.
Okay. I confess. I admit so because it's a job. It's my job. I was working. I had to polish. I was polishing in the lift, polishing in the metal panels. There's lots of all the metal surfaces. Had to get them, and then I was down. I was being down. I was all bent over. I was not a weird angle. Then I guess you could win the elevator and moved in the normal way that the elevator moves. I lost some balance, maybe is a little bit, and then I hit my thumb. I heard it on metal on the corner on the jagged. It was a sharp corner. It was a metal corner, sharp metal corner. Oh God, it got me.
Okay, now I'll read it back, and that way you can hear what I actually meant.
Right.
I can't see your screen at all. What happened?
Oh, it's because it automatically unlocked. I'll turn up the brightness.
You got to turn up so I can actually see. Okay. Okay. Now I confess. I admit. So it's my job. Wait, we need the context of what you asked first. The elevator moved wrong and made you fly and smash into the panel?
That's what I gathered, right? Because the elevator might have got case off guard and off balance, and then bam.
Yeah, so I said that I hurt my thumb, and I started to try and explain, and then you asked the question. So the elevator moved wrong and made you fly and smash into the panel? So I said, okay. I confess, I admit. So because it's my job, it's my job, so I had to. You know, I was working. I had to polish. I was polishing in the lift. There's metal. There's these metal panels. There's lots of metal surfaces. I had to get them. And then I was down. I was bent over. It was at a weird angle. I was at this weird angle, and then I guess you could say maybe the elevator moved in the normal way that the elevator moves. But then I lost some balance, maybe just a little bit, and then like, oh God, I hit my thumb, and I hurt it on the metal, on the corner. It was so jagged. It was sharp. There's a sharp corner. There's a metal corner so sharp. Oh God, it got me.
Very sharp.
So there you go. That's a great message. That's not my favorite message I sent to you.
No,
You picked a long, rambly one.
Casey, they're all long and rambly.
They're not. This one right here is perfect.
Ah, Casey.
This one right here. Okay, you ready for this?
Go ahead.
Now tell me, Pablo, what is new with you? You need to tell me what is the news. All of the goss in your end of the world, the Pablo sphere, in Pablo land, magic Pablo castle with the King Pablo atop a Pablo throne. What is the news, I ask of you, Pablo, the King Pablo, of Pablos, all the Pablos atop the land, Pablo? Your name is fun to say.
It is fun to say. Yeah.
That was a great voice to text.
It was a great voice to text, yes.
I also like in the correction it says King Pavo.
Pavo.
King Pavo of the King Pablo land. All of the rest are Pablos.
Yep.
But
the king is Pavo.
Pavo rules over magic Pablo Castle and all of the Pablos in the land. Brilliant.
Exactly.
Brilliant. So now Pablo.
Yes.
We've come to that awkward moment where I've forgotten what my next prompt was going to be.
Very awkward.
Yeah, so what have you got up your sleeve?
I did not prepare for this conversation at all, in the slightest, in the least.
Not a single prepared statement from Pablo.
No, you
okay, I've got...
You should have asked.
No, I've got some for you.
Go ahead, go.
So I've got this partner guy, yeah? Off hanging out with this partner guy is great. He's like a metal detector. He does treasure hunting. He's got like the treasures. We're gonna get treasures!
Indiana Jones.
Nah, I'm gonna show you. You ready for this? You ready for a treasure?
Go ahead.
I got some treasure right here. What do you think the treasure's gonna be, Pablo?
A ring?
A ring? Whoa!
It's small enough to fit in a pocket, so I'm gonna deduce it's
a shark tooth. Show it to the camera. Go on, just have a look at it in your hand. You gotta show the cameras. Yeah, it's tiny. Yeah, there it is.
There's a camera. Yeah.
The camera's by you. It's up. There's the camera.
Oh yeah, I got you.
It's right there in the middle.
Is it focusing?
I have no idea, but you're good. But
Yeah, it's a shark tooth.
it's
very,
a shark
very
tooth. You like it? Okay, well I got one here. I got something. Are you ready?
All right.
We can do this one together if you want.
All right.
This is a crystal, and inside of it is a gem. The crystal was a fake, but the gem is real. You want to break this open and get a gem out of there?
So it's a fake gem with a real gem.
No, it's a crystal.
A fake crystal with a real gem.
Correct.
So
They're minerals, Marie. Sorry, yeah, go on.
Exactly. So you want to smash this?
No, don't smash it. Smash is a strong word, but you've got a bulk amount of water, and I've got this teeny tiny tool that you can use. And look, it's got a little brush on this side. And what do you think? Did you want to do that or not?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, well, we can do it.
Wait, aren't you meant to dissolve it in water?
You've got water. You were showing off how much water you had. All quantity over cool and all of this.
Alright, but you need like a container of sorts.
We'll figure it out. We'll come back to this. We'll circle back. Okay.
We can cut to a scene where we're dissolving it purposely.
We'll cut to this later. All right. So we'll cut back to the
this
crystal
exactly
magic times. Now, so I got this partner guy. Yeah. You know, he asks about the things going on in my life sometimes. You know, asks about the people. Asked about you. He asked about you.
Of course.
He had some questions. First question was, how old are you?
21.
Yeah,
Still 21. Yeah, turning 22.
That's what I told him.
Oh.
Then his next question was about your romantical history.
It does not exist.
Well,
we're not going to go into
we're
that.
not going
We're
into
not gonna
that,
go
but I told him what I believe I know, which is not much, because like you say, almost non-existent. You know what he say next? He's considering give you $150, send you down to the brothel. What do you reckon? Would you want to go and get your cherry popped?
I'm not a virgin case here.
Oh! What happened?
Didn't I thought we were not going to... Bali, didn't I tell you?
I don't recall Bali. I recall a girl and some money and...
That wasn't Bali, Casey.
No, the girl and the money was for art, and she scammed you out of lots
girl.
of money.
That girl. Oh no.
You liked her, and then she took all your money, and then she disappeared.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry, I didn't. That's all I knew.
You didn't know about the lady in the brothel?
I had no idea about a lady and a brothel, but it sounds like you've already had your $150 of fun.
Oh, it was technically my grandfather's phone, which I gave.
His phone?
Yeah. All right. Very long story, but I traded a happy ending for my grandfather's phone.
Wait, so you didn't get the happy ending and they got your grandfather's phone?
I did get the happy ending.
Oh, you did?
I had the whole package, of course.
Okay.
And that was when I was 15, Casey.
Alright. So did you want to go for another one then? It's been a while.
I mean, sure. Why not? If it's being offered, I do not look at a gift horse in a mouth.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, we'll save that in the back pocket. There won't be no video of that.
No,
so don't worry about that.
No.
Or unless you're into that, and then we'll see.
No, we're not going to film that. No.
But yeah. So that was. I thought it was quite funny that he was saying that. What else? What else have I got for you? So we've covered the Mustang scratch. We've covered the brothel. We've covered the shark tooth. What about? What do you think of?
Number 4.
I'm trying to remember. There was something we were going to talk about earlier, and then I've forgotten now.
Indeed.
What about you? What have you got going on in Pablo land with the King Pavo atop the throne of Pablo?
The road trip, remember?
Oh, you're going on a road trip with your mom?
Yeah, probably. We said we were thinking next week, but maybe tomorrow.
That's cool. No, I'm real jealous.
Yeah, it's cool. It's in Sunshine Coast up north.
Yeah, because you and your mom, you traveled here together and then you got stuck.
Yep.
And I traveled here and I got stuck.
Yep.
That's welcome to...
Stuck buddies.
Yeah, it's like, you're like vagabonds and then you get stuck.
Exactly.
You're like a nomad and then you get stuck. And then the world reopens with the corona all gone and all the quarantinos get to leave their houses.
2021. That's when they're planning to
Ah,
reopen
bullshit, 2021. It's not gonna be that early.
everything. No.
You're optimistic, mate.
Well,
Maybe
they said July 2021.
Oh,
so-
that's still, they're just giving false hope to people. They're just monkeying it around. If they do open it that soon, it'll only be to certain very rare places with exceptions required and lots of screenings and
I
testings.
think that they do let people, if there's like a family emergency, like overseas. Yeah, but it's kind of iffy.
I know the Australians are willing, or for a period of time, were willing to send Kiwis back to New Zealand land.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were basically, but you couldn't come back. It was a one-way
really?
trip.
That's BS.
Right near the beginning of the corona, the Australians come out and said, any Kiwis wanting to go home, now's the time that you should leave. Get out.
Yeah.
But the Australians have always had that sort of attitude with the Kiwis.
Yeah, not very friendly. No.
No, but it works out in some ways.
Yeah, in some situations.
If you're a Kiwi over here and you do a crime, you get sent back home. So.
Exactly.
Well, what they view as crime here might be different to what we view as crime back home. So
yes.
something that over here pisses off all the people might back home just be considered totally normal.
Exactly.
Different places and their different customs.
Like, but it's not like Australia cares that much about its own citizens. Look what they're doing with Julian Assange.
I have no idea what you're
They
talking about.
abandoned Julian Assange, the Australian citizen, just because he leaked some documents from America. You know, that's not even illegal. That's journalism.
Okay.
I don't worry. It's a tangent, but I find that very upsetting.
I'm very upset with this conversation too.
Very.
Because we need to try and make entertaining conversations.
Exactly.
And that one sounded like it was going down some sort of political rabbit hole.
Yes, political. Let's avoid any political discussion.
Well, no, that's all right.
Something more jovial.
No, it's alright to touch on it, I think, with like a loose brush. Like, I was thinking about this earlier when I was coming to pick you up, about the old, have you seen Flight of the Conchords?
I've seen the video clip you showed me of.
Oh yeah, I played you one of their songs.
Yep.
It's a Flight of the Conchords, New Zealand band, they're great. Well, they had an episode on racism.
Right.
Where there were some racists being xenophobic to the Kiwis.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, you can't be having that.
No.
They had to learn to flip the bird and everything. It was an intense episode for these very yeah. But the important part now, motorbikes. Yeah, with motorbikes. Give me a slingshot and some ninja rocks, and we'll be sorted. We'll get them.
Exactly.
What was I talking about?
Racism in New Zealand.
Flight of the Conchords. So the important part was right at the end of the episode, they went to the racist and they told him that each person is a person. Like Brett's a person, and that person over there is a person, and each person deserves to be treated like a person. Yeah. And so with that sense, like you could take somebody who's been heavily like dehumanized and like demonified, like Donald Trump. You know, we're not going political, but it is a broad brush to paint that he is, in fact, a person.
He is in person.
Regardless of his level of power or amount of mistakes or, you know, questionable anythings.
Questionable entire personality.
Yeah, entirely questionable everything.
Yep.
But the only part that is not in question is that he is
in fact a person.
He is actually a person. He's not a blob. He's not a robot that we're aware of. We don't know that he's a lizard being.
He could be a cyborg.
He could be,
hypothetical.
but as far as we know,
Exactly.
he is a standard human just like anybody else.
Exactly.
And if the basis of being human is being flawed, then we have enough proof that he is a human. There is almost certainly enough proof that he is a
very
human.
flawed person, yes.
Well, the point is though that any person is a person. So if you believe in human rights,
That extends to Donald Trump.
That does extend to anybody, is my point. It doesn't matter with how demonized they've been or what they are. You know, you've got the Black Lives Matter is a big thing right now. But what really matters is human lives matter. Now, I'm not saying that from the perspective of like, oh, white lives matter too, because nobody's saying that they're not. I mean, if there's a problem with the rainforest and some of the rainforest is on fire, and we're like, there's this problem over here, we all need to, you know, save the rainforest, and some people go, yeah, well, the other 80% of the rainforest is fine. You know, it's like, well, yeah, I get that, but we were never arguing that. The part we're arguing is whether or not we need to do something where the problem is happening.
Yeah.
And so, in these sort of times, human rights is the top one. It's not about, you know, trans or gays or blacks or whites. Yeah, it's all about the
Human
humans.
lives, yeah.
Just you're
Of
human,
course.
I'm a human. Do you believe that you should have the right to enjoy Freedom Day?
Sure.
Do you believe that everyone should be able to enjoy Freedom Day?
Everyone should be able to enjoy any day.
Well, I don't know about that. Some days are shitty, and I feel like there has to be shitty days in order for you to experience good days. There has to be bad and good. It's yin and yang. Without any negativity, how do you know what positivity is, and vice versa?
Yes.
Without darkness, how can there be light, Pablo?
That's a good point. It's just whiteness if it's no darkness.
What? Okay. Oh yeah. I'll go. Yeah. Okay.
It's downloading, making the connection. Beep, beep, beep.
And what do you reckon that we should get booze?
I was thinking Bacardi.
Bacardi? Why Bacardi?
Alright, because Bacardi mixes well with basically any mixer.
What is Bacardi?
It's a white rum. It's really good. It doesn't taste like rum. It's like somewhere between vodka and rum. I think.
Ooh, I do quite like vodka.
It's quite nice.
Saying half vodka, that does half sell me.
It's quite nice. It does not. It doesn't have like that nasty chemical taste. Like I think
Nasty chemical taste.
I think like something like Bundaberg rum has a nasty chemical taste to it. But the Bacardi, it's got a nice vanilla-y, vodka-y textured flavor. It's very good.
Yeah.
And and it's not too expensive. It's a good mid-range beverage.
Yeah, all right.
What were you considering, Casey?
Vodka.
Vodka. All right.
Or
Or
no, vodka.
vodka. Sure, vodka.
Hey.
Vodka.
No, I've been enjoying some vodka lately. Oh, I bought a bottle of vodka the other week, and guess what happened? I bought it the night when the Dad's Mustang got keyed.
Oh.
I bought it at the same liquor store where I got the booze for your mum. Got myself a vodka. It's almost all drunk now.
Oh.
But you know what
Rest in
happened?
peace, vodka.
No. There's so many Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I
Oh.
got them all. And I put on the first one right at the beginning. And I decided that anytime...
Play a drinking game.
Yeah, anytime they say pirates. Or that there's the word pirates on screen.
Yep.
Or
I can imagine where this is going.
also, anytime when they're all drinking, you have to drink. So you drink anytime there's pirates, you drink anytime there's drinking, and you smoke anytime there's cannon fire or gunfire. Anytime there's smoke and flame on the screen.
Let me ask you a question. By the end of this film, by the end of Pirates of the
There's
Caribbean...
5 films, go on.
Right, by the end of the series of films, did you have any vodka left?
I didn't make it to the end of the first film.
I was imagining that, yes.
I did zone in again during the big fight where they're on top of the treasure, having the big skull treasure fight. I'm not sure exactly where I lost it before that, but that's where I tuned back in.
Yep.
I think I got lost somewhere around why is the rum always gone?
Yes, of course.
I think I made it that far, and then somewhere around there, I'm not sure what happened, and then it was near the end of the movie, and I realised I was not going to watch the other 4 movies,
Of course.
and I left and had a lasagna.